That's a question. All right, so like I said, it is the Brotherhood class, and I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna go to the Apocrypha. That's where I want to start off, in the Apocrypha, if I may, I want. I'm gonna go to Ecclesiasticus 2 and 1. I'm gonna go to Ecclesiasticus 2 and 1. So you ever get a chance to watch the news? What's going on in the news? What's going on in sports and entertainment then?
Hold on. Let me give me 1 second.
No, you good. You good. Oh yeah.
I honestly can't lie. I be reading urban books. If I get sweet.
Oh yeah, I went through that phase. I went through that phase a long time ago.
You know what? I'm seeing, like, coming up, I wasn't a reader.
Yeah.
And so, and even in school, or like going to school, when I went from CNA and medical assistant and all that, it was look for the answer.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was the book. So for me to actually pick up a book, but it gotta be like, I ain't even gonna lie, like it gotta be like
the hood books. The hood books. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
If it's not that, it doesn't hold interest to me, and I'll be like,
no, I mean, we all went through that phase.
I write books, and I ain't read none of these books.
Yeah. Who write books?
My brother.
Oh yeah, those the urban books, the hood books.
I don't know. You ever heard of Omar Tyree?
I'm not sure if I have heard of Omar Tyree, but he has his books out already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what's up. I might have, because look, I'm telling you, when I went through my phase,
because to me,
when I went through that phase, I watched or I read a ton of those books, man. And then when I read them, right, if it had a 2 and a 3, I gotta get the 2 and a 3.
That's what I'm saying. I love series.
I gotta get the 2 and a 3.
And then I get mad because when it ended, it's just too soon.
Yeah. So you for sure got to get the 2 and the 3 when you got hood books.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
The series is just like, yeah.
Most Iron Christ, you came. I actually need that Apocrypha. If maybe you could pull that.
Oh yeah.
Did you want him? Yeah. Did you want him to read to Taiwan? He could just. Yeah. So like I said, I definitely went through that phase, and that's what kind of got me being able to read. Mm-hmm. Once I could follow those books and just read them, of course, is you know what the content is.
Right.
Then I started moving over to harder books, and to where I am now. But I did start off with the urban, with the hood books.
I'm just trying to get to this, like it's a lot.
Oh, we about to get to that in a second. Ecclesiasticus 2 and 1. Ecclesiasticus 2 and 1. And so at that time when I was reading the hood books, right, I literally was trying to read the Bible. But the hardest thing for me when I started reading the Bible is I'll try to just start reading it on my own. You know what I mean? So when it was like, then thou doest, this person begot this person, and it's a long line of people have like a genealogy. I couldn't make it through it. I really didn't understand it. And then, how are you going to like the scriptures say, how are you going to understand anything unless some man teach you? So when I came out of my situation, I was watching the school and I was taught. I haven't read a hood book since.
I'm good with listening. Like, I pick up a lot from listening. I was shocked how much I knew about my old thing. Mm-hmm. Because I'm a listener. You know what I mean?
Talking about that old religion you was in?
Yeah.
All right, Ecclesiasticus 2 and 1. Well, this is what you need to know when you come to prepare yourself, or when you come to serve the Lord.
Khan, Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
That's what you need to understand. When you in those other religions, you ain't got to prepare yourself for nothing. Well, I'll tell you what you got to prepare yourself for. You got to prepare yourself for the racism that's going to come in those religions. Because like when you claim to be a Muslim, you just in the nigga section of the Muslim mosque. When you a Christian, you in the nigga section of the damn church. Mm-hmm. And you're liable to have another Christian show racism or display racism to you, or you might be a Muslim and an Arab displays racism towards you. But when you come in here and nothing, and when you go to those religions, you ain't got to prepare yourself for nothing, because in those religions, have you ever noticed that the biggest drug dealers are Christians and Muslims?
Exactly.
Seriously. Like on the north side of town, we got a lot of Muslims over there, and half the Muslims is selling drugs, or half the people are selling drugs and got some type of cross in their ear, some type of white Jesus or something like that. And I used to sit back and be like, that's like when we have that, when we wear that kind of stuff, that spirit be on us. The spirit of Esau that you rocking in your ears. And I used to I know, you wanna know how I know? Because the ones that I had was ridiculously big. Y'all ever watch The Wire? You remember the fat bull in The Wire? He had the Jesus pieces, like them Johns was huge. I think I was right around there, or a little bit bigger. Had all the hatred in the world for black people at that time. All right, so read that one more time.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
All right, you got to prepare your soul for temptation when you come to serve the Lord, because you're going to be getting it from different ways. There's going to be a lot of different angles that Satan is going to try to attack you from to have you go against the Lord and the Most High, the Most High in Christ, right? Not only will your family try to come at you, there'll be a lot of things that you got to prepare yourself for. There's even going to be Israelites that come at you. And the Israelite community is cutthroat out there, man. You start making videos, people start critiquing your videos, and the Israelite community is kind of rough in that aspect. But of course, you have to prepare yourself, because if you don't prepare yourself for temptation, you'll allow yourself to go right back in the world and be a gang member.
Right.
I know y'all seen Israelites going back into their gang life.
Crippin'.
Oh man, come on. Oh man. Prepare yourself for temptation, because if not, you'll be saying that you never denounced your gang.
Damn.
Remember, I don't have to say names because y'all already know what I'm talking about. At one point in time, it's maybe a few days ago, you know what I mean? This particular person that said that, black people we're cosplaying as Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there like, nigga, I'm not no cosplay.
Exactly.
This ain't acting.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't me dressing up like Spider-Man and being with people when they, having the conventions or something like that. This is not cosplay. This is real life right here. But however, if you make the statement that I'd never denounced my gang, that I was really that the whole time.
That's crazy.
But then you're a leader of Israelite. If you're a leader of an Israelite school, then you're actually the cosplay, because you never changed from what you was in the world. You cosplaying as an Israelite leader. You see what I'm saying? So for sure, prepare yourself for temptation, because if not, the Lord will chew you up and spit you up out of here, man. Mm-hmm. You have to fight every day to make yourself worthy to be in here. I'm gonna drop that and give me Ecclesiasticus 28. Ecclesiasticus 28.
Verse 1.
Yeah.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 28 and verse 1.
Yeah.
He that revengeth shall find vengeance from the Lord.
Right. So that is not for us to be out here to do what? To find vengeance. To find vengeance. What are we supposed to do if we have a issue with our brothers?
Talk to him. Like, go to him.
Yeah, come to the brother. You know what I'm saying? Do something that you're not used to doing. In the world, ain't none of us used to going to go talk to each other. Right. Nah, you formulate whatever opinion you formulate in your head about this brother, and then that's it. Like, you know what I mean? I don't have to talk to you for forever. And we just gonna beef. We two blocks away, we just gonna beef. Or if somebody does something to you, somebody's not a brother towards you, you cannot seek vengeance.
Right.
Why? Keep going.
Khan. Verse 2. Forgive thy neighbor the hurt. Oh, Slakia, the end of 1.
Did we read the rest of 1?
Slakia, I'm about to do it right now.
Okay.
Khan. He will surely keep his sins in remembrance.
Right. So if you go to find vengeance, right, the Lord is going to keep that sin in remembrance. All right, because that's what is when you seek to have vengeance on let's just say your brother, right? What is that?
That's you being unforgiving, not having mercy.
Right. That's you not having brotherhood. Right. So if you seek to have vengeance on a brother instead of coming to him and doing what you're supposed to do according to the scriptures, then it says that his sins, he will surely keep his sins in remembrance. Verse 2.
Khan, verse 2. Forgive thy neighbor the hurt that he hath done unto thee.
Mm-hmm.
So shall thy sins also be forgiven when thou prayest.
Okay, it says, verse 2, forgive thy neighbor the hurt that he has done unto thee. Is this saying that you didn't you come from West Side, Wilmington, West Side, East Side, South Bridge, you know what I mean, North Side, something like that, and then you move out to you think you moving out the hood and you move out to one of these damn neighborhoods out here, right? And so potentially your neighbor could be an Edomite. They could be an Edomite in town too. Don't get me wrong, but for the most part, out here, you think you live in a hood to come live up in this nice house or something, and yet you could live right next door to an Edomite. Now, in today's time, somebody who lives next to you is called your neighbor.
Right.
Now, is this saying that if the Edomite, your kids come out and your kids are playing, then the Edomite comes and pushes your kid down, or the Edomite comes and he start yelling at you get in the fight? Is this saying to forgive that Edomite?
No.
What is it saying?
It's saying to forgive your brother. Your brother is your neighbor.
Give me a precept. How you gonna prove it?
Khan. So Leviticus.
We going back to the Ecclesiasticus, but just stay with,
Oh, you want me to stand in Ecclesiasticus?
Yeah, stay there. You can flip your book over, but how you got to give me a scripture to show me that that neighbor right there isn't talking about the Edomite that lives next to me.
Okay, so Slakia, you want me to stay in the Ecclesiasticus, or we can go?
No, we're going back there after you show me whatever scripture you got.
All right, I'm in the book of Leviticus, chapter 25, and we verse 35. All
right, you got it.
Yeah,
we're gonna let the sister get there. She cracked open that brand new Bible she got. You know what I mean? She got a brand new John back there. Still got the case to it. You know how it go, man. When you got a brand new one, you pull it out the case, and then right after class, you put that John right back in the case. You put it right back. You know what I mean? So, but for sure, go ahead and Leviticus. What's that? 25 and what?
Chapter 25 and verse 35.
25 and 35. 25 and 35 is just Leviticus.
Wait a minute.
No sweat. Take your time, man. We're gonna wait for you to get there, because it's important that when we read these scriptures, you actually see them for yourself.
Like there may be a better one.
Yeah, it is in Leviticus. It's for sure in Leviticus.
I didn't start with an L.
Yeah.
So it's going in alphabetical order.
It's right after Exodus. And it's actually Leviticus chapter 19. Yeah, chapter 19. What you was talking about?
I have it highlighted.
Yeah, what you have? You got it. 25, I think, is the strangers one.
Khan. Yeah.
And this one, 19 is the neighbors.
You said chapter 19, right?
19 and 17. That's where we're gonna start.
Which one?
And 17. Verse 17. That's where we're gonna start.
Chapter 19, verse 17.
There we go. You got it.
Khan. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Right. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Right. What is your heart? Can you hate somebody in your heart? No, your heart just pumps blood. That's
Right.
simply all it does. It doesn't have any feeling other than that, right? It doesn't show any emotion. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Go ahead.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
Right. Correct your brother so you don't do what? Suffer sin upon him.
Mhm.
If you see your brother sinning, you're supposed to say something. Why? So he doesn't suffer that sin, right? So you could correct him. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Right. This is what we were talking about in the other scripture, right? Not getting vengeance. Right. And this is not talking about this is talking about thou shalt not, what it say, not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. Who's the children of thy people?
Let's talk about the Israelites.
Right. And this has to be written down so that we can read it and learn,
Mhm.
because we do have a problem with holding grudges. Trust me, I know black people have we have a hard time letting go of something that we have against somebody.
Exactly.
My family, as an example, right? It was like maybe, I think, out of my aunts and uncles, there's like 18 of them. 17 or 18 of them,
Mhm.
aunts and uncles, right? Like 2 or 3 sets of twins or whatever. And if one of them was angry with one of them, man, they won't talk for 20 years. They probably still not talking.
Mhm.
We all grown, you know what I mean?
Right.
But the one thing is, all of their children, which is us, we wasn't like them.
Right.
We was cool, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And we still cool to this day. I still my cousins, we still cool with my cousins and talk to my cousins or close to my cousins, because we're a little bit different. Than we watch them. We watch them like have these grudges, and it literally be for nothing.
Mhm.
Somebody have an argument about something, and they won't talk to each other for, like I said, 20 years. But then you'll have and this is the crazy thing about black people. You'll have somebody in the streets that could wrong you, and you'll be cool with him in 20 seconds.
Exactly. Always.
It's crazy. It says, thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, which are Israelites, right? Read on.
Come on. But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord.
Right. So when it's talking about, and then even just in verse 17, right, it says, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart, semicolon. So the next part of the scripture is still referencing the, right before the semicolon. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor. That neighbor is the same as the brother, right? All right. So and if you got any questions on that, y'all solid? All right. We go back to Ecclesiasticus. So then we get to verse 2, Ecclesiasticus 28:2. We understand what neighbor means.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Forgive thy neighbor the hurt that he have done unto thee.
Mm-hmm.
So shall thy sins also be forgiven when thou prayest.
Right. You know what I mean? Your brother hurt you, hurt your feelings, hurt your heart, you know what I mean? Whatever. You got to do what? You have to forgive him. That's the name of the game. What did Christ say? How many times you got to forgive your brother?
70 times 7.
Meaning infinite amount of times. That's a lot of times.
Mhm.
70 times 7. I don't need somebody do the math. That's a lot of times. That means that your brother has the potential to mess up more than once.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And so you have to be willing to forgive him, kind of deal with him, kind of help him out through those troubles. Everybody, you understand that we all don't come in the truth the same way. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't so polished when you coming up in here.
Right.
Some people are dealing with a little bit more problems than others. And so if you're dealing with a brother that's a little rough around the edges, you might have to remember that.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to remember that when he's doing things out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and consistently correct them. And you're not correcting them because of any hatred or anything like that. You're correcting them because you love them. So then on the other end, if you are the type of brother that messes up a lot and, you got to get those check-ins and those corrections, understand that the brother's not correcting you or checking you because, he hates you or nothing like that. He's checking you and correcting you for a reason to get you right, right?
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3.
Verse 3. one man beareth hatred against another,
Mhm.
and doth he seek pardon from the Lord?
Right, that's a question. Right, that's a question. Is like one man beareth hatred against another. So I bear hatred against you. I got a problem with you, right?
Mhm.
And say me and you got a problem. Say like, I don't know. I feel like you wronged me. You see what I'm saying? But I won't forgive you. But I'm asking the Lord to forgive me for something that I've done.
Right.
That doesn't even make sense.
Exactly.
Right? Read on.
Verse 4. He showeth no mercy to a man,
Mhm.
which is like himself.
Mhm.
And though he ask forgiveness of his own sins,
Right. And he showeth no mercy to a man, not just any man. Right, because let's not get the words misconstrued. It's not just any man. He showeth no mercy to a man. What kind of man? A man like himself.
Mhm.
Right? An Israelite, a brother. And do you ask forgiveness for your sins? Like you won't forgive somebody something that they wronged you, but like, now, Lord, please forgive me. I just did this. I just did that. But
exactly.
yeah, but you, come on now. That don't even make sense. And then this is everything that we reading right now. Christ was breaking down in Matthew. You can read most of this in Matthew. It's
Mhm.
not the same vernacular, but the same concepts, right? Read on.
Verse 5. If he that is but flesh nourish hatred, who will entreat for pardon of his sins?
Right. If you just this type of person that nourish hate, man, who ain't nobody gonna ask for no forgiveness for you.
Mhm.
Nobody's gonna want to deal with you. Right? Read on.
Verse 6. Remember thy end, and let enmity cease.
Right. Remember thy end, right?
Remember corruption and death, and abide in the commandments.
Do what?
Remember corruption and death, and abide in the commandments.
When what is enmity? Enmity.
That's like a fight between the two.
Right. Let enmity cease. Remember thy end, and let enmity cease. Remember corruption and death, and abide in what? The commandments. The only way that you can have brotherhood is if you abide in the commandments, because what did Paul say about brotherhood and the commandments?
He says all the law hangs on the first commandment: love thy neighbor as himself,
Right.
and love the Lord God with all your heart.
Right. So if I can't do that if I got enmity against brothers, if I got enmity in my heart, if I got enmity against brothers, or if I got enmity against sisters, then I can't do what I'm supposed to do. I can't fulfill those laws,
Mhm.
the royal law. I can't have brotherhood because I have enmity. I have strife against you. I just want to fight with you. Right. Verse 7.
Remember the commandments, and bear no malice to thy neighbor.
So you starting to get you starting to see that verse 28 in the Apocrypha is Ecclesiastes is talking about brotherhood. The whole thing is about brotherhood. Whole thing is about brotherhood. It says, remember the commandments. Like, okay, it said bear no. It says because that's like the caveat. It's a caveat. I'm remembering the commandments. And it's like, by me remembering these commandments, I'm not going to be bearing any malice towards you, because I'm in the commandments. I'm in the words. I'm consistently reading how to have good brotherhood and people who don't have good brotherhood.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna go into the story of I'm gonna probably do that like next week or something. You know, in 2 Samuel, when Abner and all them, Abner, David. It's a good story in 2 Samuel. I think it's like chapter 3 and 4. It's a good story about, and it shows like somebody who has good brotherhood, and then the opposite, somebody who doesn't have good brotherhood. In those two chapters, I'm almost pretty sure one of the brothers' name is Abner and David, and one of them was like the son of Saul. One of those brothers was the son of Saul, but it's a good story. Read on.
And bear no malice to thy neighbor.
No what?
No malice to thy neighbor. Remember the covenant of the highest, and wink at ignorance.
Let me see. Hold on, Salagia. Another thing that you gotta watch. Okay, you could drop down to verse 18, but another thing that we have to watch, being brothers, right, who come in here and we teach every day. Being brothers who understand the scriptures, right? And also sisters who understand the scriptures. One thing that you have to watch, right, in 2025, something that's so hard to watch is your damn tongue. Right. You can be unbrotherly with your tongue as well. The scriptures say there's power in the tongue. It has the power of life and it has the power of death. Now, if I'm a brother towards you, right, I'm not going to be lashing out and just saying anything in the heat of the moment. Why? Because in the heat of the moment, you can say some things that can hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Right? You can say some things that if a person is not strong enough to deal with what you just said, people have been driven off themselves because of something somebody said. So part of brotherhood is not only, thinking before you say things, watching your actions. It's watching what you say, and things like of that nature. So what scripture did I have you pull?
I'm on verse 18.
Verse 18.
Yeah. Kamakan. Many have fallen by the edge of the sword, but not so many as have fallen by the tongue. Well is he that is defended from it, and have not passed through the venom thereof, who have not drawn the yoke thereof, nor have been bound in her bands.
Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Kosh, what's been going on in the news, man? You watch the news?
Kawan Khan, I know Trump sent troops. He deployed the National Guard.
Where?
In D.C.
Oh, they said, what's going on in D.C.? I've been working, man. What's going on down there?
Yeah. Took over the state.
Oh yeah.
Trying to clean up.
Oh, they trying to clean up DC. So they sent the National Guards as like regular police. Ain't that something? All right. Well, the same way Trump is trying to clean up DC, we got to clean up. We got to clean up the Israelite community. We got to clean up Black people too, right? It's our job to clean us up. Dust each other, pick each other up out of the dirt, dust each other off, man, so we can stand up like men and not sit in the dirt,
Exactly.
And in order to do that, you got to have a certain type of love for Black people, man. You got to have a love for Black people that is going to stay strong even when you weak. Okay, even when you weak in the truth, you gotta let the love that you have for Black people overrule whatever the hell you dealing with at that time. Like something could be trying to take you back to the gang life.
Absolutely.
Something could be trying to take you back to whatever Satan is trying to get you to go back and do. And one thing that you have to understand is when you was selected for this position, right? You became a what? Shepherd of the sheep. And the Lord loves his sheep. If you are going to be that shepherd, man, look, take that job, the post, the office, and magnify it, man. Be somebody who, enjoys going out there and teaching and trying to bring brothers in here and stuff like that, right? Because you understand that when you become a shepherd, the Lord wants his sheep. There's a lot of lost sheep out there. A lot of the scripture said the Lord wants them. The Lord wants them. So you got to go get them. Give me 18 and what's that, 10?
Ecclesiastes 18 and 10.
Oh, Salaki, Matthew 18 and 10, my bad. Then we're going to Matthew chapter 18. It's going to be the first book in the New Testament.
Khan, I'm ready.
I'm going to let the sister get there. Got to crack that book open, break it in. all that good stuff right in it.
Y'all need to highlight. What chapter?
Matthew chapter 18 and verse 10. They can't sit still, huh?
Go ahead. Got it.
Yeah, huh? You got it.
Khan, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 10. Take heed that you despise not one of these little ones.
Right. Take heed that you don't despise one of the little ones. That's easier said than done.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's the hell in the book.
Right.
It's easier said than done. You have to govern yourself and make sure that you do not hate black people.
Mm-hmm.
Black people might do something like, remember, we in the truth, but the whole world does not give a damn about what you're talking about
At all.
So when you leave out these doors, there's a potential for somebody to offend you.
Mm-hmm.
You have to remember this. You have to remember, okay, to forgive, but you got to remember not to just go back and forth, like try to offend them as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's no point in that. You understand the truth, they don't. So you have to understand, not to despise them because of something that they did to you.
Right.
Right. It says, take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones. Go ahead.
Khan. For I say unto you that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven.
Right. Those people that you gonna despise do have angels that look after them, and what they say they do what? They look at
they behold the face of my Father which is in heaven.
Read on.
For the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost.
Who's the Son of Man?
Yahushua.
Yahushua. He came to save who?
Those that were lost.
Those that were lost. Clearly right there. And what's that? Matthew the 18th chapter?
Khan.
Multiple times Christ tell you what he's here for.
Mm-hmm.
He's here to save people that are the people that are lost. In our religious institutions, they don't claim to be lost.
Absolutely.
They claim to have all the truth and
exactly.
And the end all be all. They claim to be the masters of the religion of Christ and what he taught, and that's simply not the truth. Christ has come to save those which was lost. If there wasn't a lost people on earth, if black people ain't those lost people, I don't know who it is. Literally, because
right.
I sometimes, man, I sit back and I see how like we interact with other nations and stuff like that, and I'm
right.
like, we lost, man.
Mm-hmm.
How people can even talk to us and do the things that they do to us, and we don't even understand how great we accept anything.
Absolutely.
That's hard too. That's hard to see when black people we just roll over for every little thing. We accept every little thing. We don't accept anything from black people though.
Exactly.
But however, we do accept things from the other nations. Man, I just seen a Negro go and try to be a host on No Jumper. Did y'all see that No Jumper? Y'all seen that No Jumper?
I see that one.
I don't watch that. Okay, I've been watching little clips or something like that, like because Cat was on there, and ever since Cat was on there, another Israelite be going on there too. Mm-hmm. And they had a live where it was like a 12-hour live. 12 or 20. It was long. That joint was long. I know. I ended up getting like 2 hours of sleep for work because I was watching. I seen something coming. Y'all watch it. Go to the like 5-hour mark, and you'll see what it looks like when the Lord leaves you. Go to the 5 hour. Go to 5 hour and 1 minute. You'll see what it looked like when the Lord leaves you.
Damn.
And as a matter of fact, I can make this statement because Captain Cesar, they put the video out already. But when he was asked about being an Israelite, when the dude was asked about being an Israelite, I ain't got to say no names. When the dude was asked about being an Israelite, he said that of course, he's not an Israelite because, you know, Israelites are cosplaying, the Israelite community is hypocrites and stuff like that. When they asked him about being a Israelite and, you know, in your gang or whatever, the brother said that he never left his gang.
Damn.
He never denounced his gang.
Nice.
And then you know what he proceeded to say?
Nah.
God and Gumby sent me.
Who?
God and Gumby.
God and Gumby.
Yeah.
Who's Gumby?
But that's the thing, though, man. You know, our nation never really grows up, man.
Uh-huh.
You know, and that's a sad thing. It's because of like hip hop,
right,
and all that kind of stuff. Because I mean, I'm just taking it off Israelite culture and just going into like what Black culture is, and like Black culture is rap music, and that's really what it is.
Stop right there.
Yeah, it's rap music, and rap music, you never really grow past the age of 20, 24, maybe. So, you know, that's why you see like it'd be so hard for like people to grow up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you'll see a dude with, you know, gray hair and he got, you know, tight jeans and dunks on.
That's funny.
The Jordan ones.
That's true.
They
though.
got the Jordan ones on, looking like the straight young bull.
The tight jeans with the big
that's
sneaks.
Why I say, man, it's a culture that never grows up, you know, and like even when you like look at like our culture, it's like little this, little that.
I was about to say that.
You know what I mean?
I was about to say that. I was thinking that when
you 40 years old, still be called Young Jesus.
Yeah, young or little in your name.
40 years old, still being called Young Jesus.
Yeah,
and
you never grow up.
It's like our culture never grows up. That's why, like I said, like last week when I was doing class, it was like, you know, when you watch like a Donald Trump and you watch like some of those cabinet meetings he might have televised or whatever, or you watch like C-SPAN, different, you know, shows like that, and you see like that kind of stuff is boring to people. You know what I mean? It's boring to Black people. It's like, oh, that's boring. Nobody want to watch that.
Yeah.
But when you watch it, you see like what's being showed to you. Like you see like Donald Trump in a room with his top cabinet, and those people are talking about the best way to move forward as a nation.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? We're going to go bomb the Houthis. We're going to go bomb, you know, we're going to go in with Israel and go bomb, you know, Hamas. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And they're strategizing what's the best way to go, right? But then, like, you know, you see, like, they're making real decisions, like, for like how the whole planet is going to move, right? But then you just go straight from that and just go to what Black people are talking about.
Go to Black Twitter.
And what we're talking about is who's snitching.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z was arguing at a club, and you know what I'm saying? It's like children. Like literally, like, oh, Big Meech he's not real because he was a snitch. Like that's what niggas is talking about, not like, okay, how can we really get power? How can we put our money together and figure out how to get cows? You know what I'm saying? Right. Like we don't never think like that because it's like our mentality never gets past the age of like 20, 24.
For sure. And then if you do start to try to do something that you know, goes against the norm or tries to break away from white supremacy, you're gonna have people that start to hate you. You know, there's a big thing with what's that, Ice Cube and Ari Spears, because Ari Spears was talking about how Ice Cube is whack and all that kind of shit like that. But Ice Cube did try to do some type of things for the Black community. He did at least try to start his own league. Now I'm not sure, you know, the dynamics behind the big three or anything like that. I'm sure there's Edomites connected to it some type of way, but at least it's a league where Negroes can go and play some damn ball. You know what I mean? It's only 3 people right now. You know what I mean? They ain't playing full court right now, but it's still something that you could try to call your own. So like,
and you know, it goes back to, and I don't mean to keep saying, you know, you know, it goes back to like we live in a place where, and we have a culture where we give a damn what a damn comedian says. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where we're at right now. Like it's like really think about it. Like what is a comedian? Like this is ancient times. What would a comedian look like?
He would be a jester.
Right, he would. What would you say?
Clown.
A clown, a straight clown. He would have a hat with 3 balls. He'd be juggling like goo giggity giggity giggity,
jumping off one foot.
Right. But here, that's who we look at to tell us who we should vote for.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look, we need to vote for Kamala Harris, man. We got to vote for her, man. Y'all misogynistic because y'all don't want to have, you get my point? And we look at that and say, man, I'm definitely going to take, political advice from somebody who could tell a joke. Right. not somebody that has, like, a political science degree. Right. None of that. Just, like, who can get up there and tell jokes? And that's because, like I said, it never grows past a certain age, and that's why I say, and it's like I'm gonna talk about, but that's why I say, like with when it comes to like our people, we have to, we have to get on a whole new thing, like a whole new wavelength, because like I think at some point. I mean, what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, we're taking our advice from people like Ari Spears or Cardi B. Even they spent, what was it? They said $1 billion. Kamala Harris spent $1 billion, $1 billion for entertainers to come up there and talk to black people.
And one more thing, and when I say this too, this is the part I wanted to say. Mm-hmm. The reason that it's like this. The reason that black folks is like this, the reason that it's all like this is because this is the first world. You know what I mean? This is first world problems that we have. Like we literally sit over here and discuss the LGBT. Like we literally discuss like homosexuality. Yeah. Like we put it in the schools. We like literally because you know why? Because we're spoiled. America is so spoiled. It's so like America has created a monster so nasty that literally we'll sit here and like, I mean, they'll spend, $800 million to find out why we fat. Like literally like why we eat so much. Like it's like it's first world problems. And I think that once war really starts coming here, then you won't have no more bad bitches. Right. You know what I mean? Well, when famine comes here, it won't be none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because this woman, she's going to be looking for a man that can fish, a man that can skin a deer. Fight. Fight. You know, she is not going to be giving a damn about, 50-50. None of that stuff is going to happen when the first world, when like America finally starts to really see the real bad side of what the Lord's got coming to it. Like all of it's gonna change, and that's why I say like it's just it's first world. Like literally, we sit over here and we're spoiled.
Right. And when you look at the spirit that's in America, the way that America runs, if you do any research on any Edomite country, they all fall this. They all right before that country falls. That the spirit of the place, the behaviors of the place is just like America. Everybody, it's like all the guy on guy, the girl on girl, the deviancy, this, that. All those nations end up falling when they get to this point. When they get to this point, America don't even know what to talk about. Like we don't even know what to talk about anymore. Mm-hmm. We don't even know what to talk about anymore. So we just talk about stupid stuff. We talking about stuff that literally don't even matter to nobody. Yeah, and then when you go, and then you'll see how stupid it is when you go and try to push the same like doctrines in other places. They went to I think somewhere in Africa and tried to get them to accept LGBT, and it was we don't have that. What the hell are you talking about? Mm-hmm. Why do we got to accept LGBT over here? That's not even like something that we think about. Why would you even bring that here? That's what like those African people was talking about. So like, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, like you see, like you'll see, like women, like they'll be on podcasts, like, and I'm not saying this represents all women, but I'm just saying, women will be on a podcast, like they want a man that is, he's 7 feet tall. What you say?
Make it 500,000.
Right? No, $1 million. A house, a car. All of that. He's monogamous, like a straight. unicorn. And that's what, where the mind of our sisters is at. A lot of our sisters, not saying all sisters like that, but I'm saying like you see like the mind of with Shalom Lord Christ. Like the mind where our sisters at, like you said earlier, with brothers, you know what I mean? Like all it's about now is like, riding on another brother, you know what I'm saying? Shooting, killing, all of that. But then like when the cops come get you, and I see them, I watch police body cam shows. I watch all of that, interrogation shows, all of that ghetto, cool, hard stuff goes right out the window.
As soon as they get behind you.
Yeah, as soon as you get in that room, that small, that cold room, and that's how they do it too, Matala Pop. They turn the AC up on you, and you be sitting in the room like this.
And they leave you there 2 hours before they come in there.
Thing like this, and then they come in, they talk to you, they be like, all right, let's run it from the top. They talk to you for like an hour. They be like, okay, let's run it through one more time.
Like,
They leave out.
Tell me one more time again what you said.
Yeah, look, they leave out. They watch you on the camera. They wait for you to be like, sit there, and then you just get on the floor. You know what I'm saying? They wait for you to get on the floor. You start curling up, and then they come back in there. They wait for you to get back. They wait for you to get ready to go to sleep, and then they come in there again, like, hey, let's run it back from the top. Before you know it, man, you didn't talk your way into a damn murder, and now you going to prison. Everybody that was involved with it is going to prison now because you didn't rat it on everybody. So that's why I was saying it's like it's no point in being a gangster. None of that stuff is just it's all BS now. You know what I mean? We got to move on to something better.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. I've been seeing that, man.
Right. But like you said earlier with the dude with the Hoovers,
yeah,
you still want to claim you're 40, probably 47 years old, and you still saying you a gang member.
Tripping.
Come on, man.
Nigga, you tripping. Like, so then that means now you open yourself up for real beef. Because now you claiming something that already has like enemies. Like you're claiming something, but there are literal enemies to this right here, right now. It's streets you can't even walk down now. That's what the hell you that's what you want to pick up. You pick up a faction where there's streets I can't walk down, colors I can't wear, stuff I can't say. That's simple. I never was that type that felt like I was gonna ever join a gang or anything like that, man. When it was presented to me, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you why it was distasteful for me, right? Because I had a friend that I consider my boy. You know what I mean? Like, you know how I just considered he was my boy. All right, we traded war stories, all that kind of stuff. But when it came down to the come down, when it came down to the throw these, nah, it was making excuses, man. But I'm not like that. All right, so 18 and 10, Matthew 18 and 10. I'm a shepherd. I understand about the sheep, man.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 10. Take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones. For I say unto you that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven.
Zayma, you wanted to say something?
No, Sister Kanal in the chat, she said Jim Jones is a perfect example of that. He just won't grow up.
Yeah, he won't grow up. He's still on the block. Like he's like whenever he goes out there, it's probably nostalgic for him. He still remembers, the 80s and the 90s and all that kind of stuff, because I just don't see how that brother just got businesses and doing something else by now. Transitioning to a damn suit or something.
I'm gonna be quiet after this. But what's so crazy is like with all the RICO cases going on, why would you publicly get on TV and try to claim a gang?
Oh yeah, that's
when they literally.
That makes sense.
RICO after RICO after RICO after RICO.
And you go put yourself in that.
And you go up there and say that I'm in the gang. So when they go through with the RICO on whenever the Hoovers get their RICO, their chance to go up there for the RICO.
You're gonna be up there on the thing
with a goddamn with fringes on.
Hey, you know how they put the picture up there with everybody had just got caught, and you up there too.
Stupid.
AKA your Hebrew name. Up there in the Rico case. Oh, man. Golly. Look, man. The scriptures say endure to the end. That's not an easy thing to do. That's why the scriptures got to tell you to do it. You got to endure to the end. If you endure to the end, those is the people that's going to be saved. Not endure for but a time, and then you start to seeing that the world looks a little bit more enticing. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing people get on. I'm seeing YouTubers get all this bread. So let me not be an Israelite, so I can start streaming on Twitch or something. You know what I mean? So I can get on with, I don't know, whatever the hell people streaming on to get all the money. What Kai Sinet on?
Twitch. Yeah, Twitch is the main one.
Yeah, and Kick. Yeah, you want to get on Kick. You want to get on, Twitch, so you can stream and try to be rich, because the cares of this world is more appealing to you.
Right.
At one point in time, you used to talk about this world and the cares of this world, but then it just got so enticing that you're like, you know what? You ready to stream. I'm going to tell you I should, and you know what? I should have had that part up on that video. This is what I mean by when you leave the truth, how the Lord, if you watch that video, right? Just type in no jumper 50 hosts. Go to the 5 minute mark, 5 hour, 1 minute mark. And you'll see what it looks like when the Lord takes his spirit away from you. Mm-hmm. Not only did the brother say he never denounced his hood, they said, because remember, they're trying to be hosts, right? So they asked you. They was asking people, give me your most controversial opinion on something. Give me your most controversial opinion on this. Just give me something. Do you know what you know what he said? Y'all know who Lush is? Oh, y'all haven't watched No Jumper. All right, when you watch No Jumper, you'll see there's a Edomite on there. Not Adam, but there's another Edomite on there. And there's for some time now, it was a question of could that Edomite say the word nigga or not? Mm-hmm. And because he grew up in like Mexican culture or something like that, so he's an honorary Mexican. And so, and I guess in private or certain times, he must have said the word before because they was having that debate. Mm-hmm. But he won't say it of course, in front of real niggas. You know what I mean? If he feel like you're gonna have a problem with it. So when they said, "Hey, give me your most controversial," he's standing up at the mic, boom, standing up there. They said, "Give me your most controversial opinion." You know what he said? I think Lust should be able to say the word nigga with impunity. That's an Israelite saying that to an Edomite. Damn. I think this Edomite should be able to say that with impunity. I mean, I just feel like it's just crazy.
Yeah, but that's part of his fetish.
Yeah,
that
too. That's part of the call me.
He like that.
Yeah,
big old burly white man with big shoulders.
You should be with big shoulders too.
They come in there and call you a nigga. Oh,
nigga. With impunity. Not only that he should be able to say it, but that he should be able to say it with impunity. Right. And then so they was like, it's 4 hosts up there. It's Trap Lil Ross, Lush, Adam 22, and the dude Flacco. And so they like, you know what I mean? And then they was like, I think Flacco ends up asking the question. So if Lush can say it, or how come Adam 22 can't say it? Mm-hmm. You know what he says? His answer is, I never said Adam couldn't say it. Oh man, yeah, you just stay where you at. Nigga, stay where you at. Don't come back to these side of the tracks. Nigga, you crazy. When that's not preparing yourself for adversity. Now you got it.
Socket. And I was just thinking, like, it's crazy because once one demon gets exposed, man, they all come rushing out.
Man, look.
You know what I mean? Like everything that you tried to hide, it all just comes out in one swoop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, look, where he was on that mic, you know what I heard? Legion. Mm-hmm. That brother got a legion of demons. It ain't just one. For you to just go up there and then one day just shit on everything or doo-doo on everything that's like, it's, I don't know. It's just everything that you taught, everything that, imagine all those people that sent you those cash apps, all that money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they see this happens. You know, that happens to all these great speakers. All these, and I'm not saying he's a great speaker. I'm just saying people who, you know, they call them good orators or orators. You know what I mean? Somebody who could speak, know their words, know the dictionary, and then you give them all your money because they speak without stuttering or tripping over words, or their thoughts is coming, boom, 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 boom. They're using words. You got look that up. What that mean? Let me see what the synonym of that is. All right, I know how to use that word now. All right. And then people give these people all their money, and then it never fails. You know, with the polites, since I've been in the truth, you know, about 10 Passovers, you know what I mean? Right. 10, 11 Passovers. You know, we go by seasons in here. You see what I'm saying? You see, you know, these people get put up there to young pharaohs, you know, all these people that can speak, and people just give them all this money, and then they fall. He started talking about aliens took him up, and he was sitting there, and aliens was, y'all seen him on Tasha K? Oh man, watch that simple Negro on Tasha K. She said, what? And then he keep doing something with his mouth and his tongue. She's like, why you keep doing that with your tongue? Why you keep doing that? Yeah, gotta watch it. You talking about Young Pharaoh? Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that one. Yeah, he was on Tasha K. This had to be like within the last year or something like that, maybe a year, almost maybe two.
Yeah, but because the whole thing's coming out with Dr. Umar now, because
him too.
What's coming on with him is they actually, now I watched this one where this dude was thorough.
They got the IRS papers.
Yeah, he went down to he got the papers from the. I didn't even know this. I didn't know if you could even do this. Yeah, they can pull your electricity bills.
Oh shit!
Like that's public information. Yeah, like somebody can look at your crib, pull up your electricity bill, because that stuff is public information. Yeah. So the person pulled it up and showed that the electricity haven't been getting paid in those buildings, and that a lot of those buildings are still on the vacant list. Yeah. So
$15,000 for the vacant list.
Yeah, it's on the vacant list. So literally, like, we could go buy the school. We could go, like right now, we get enough money to go to that.
40,000.
We could buy that other. We could buy the whole thing. Put our face on the building.
You could buy the whole thing. Look,
cash out all day long.
Man, look. On one side owes 18,000, and then the other side owes 20,000. So it's like a total of 38 and some change that he's behind, and they was able to pull the IRS, so they know from year to year. And this is how they was like, this is where the fraud going on at, right? Because he started taking donations in 2020. They pulled the records from 2020, 2021, 22, 23, 24, and I'm not sure if they had 25, but so he started accepting the donations in 2020. 2021 and 2022, it says that he didn't have any donations. In 2023, 2024, he got donations. They're like, nigga, we know you've been receiving money this whole time. It just wasn't being reported. And so that's how he's able to live off the money and all that kind of stuff like that. You know what I mean? But that's why Cash App and them, whoever, PayPal, shut them accounts down, because you're not doing what you can't get donations from people for something very specific and then start using it for your own personal. You can't do that. They're gonna shut them. They're gonna shut that down because it's fraudulent.
So that's the whole thing. But then who really is like really sticking up for Umar?
Who?
I mean, a lot of the brothers know like that he's a shyster, this, that, and that.
Oh, the girls,
the women. It's the women that is supporting him, and the women will fight. They will fight. But
dumb.
Right, but what he's doing is he's getting a lot of women with the whole Black Queen thing. Yeah, and what he's doing is he's risen you up with the whole Black
Works
Queen
every time.
and the Black woman's God and all that kind of stuff. And he's having sex with you. Then he's moving on.
Look, man.
And then he's doing it from city to city to city to city. And then you like, oh, it's Dr. Umar. He's so Pan-African. Yeah. And he loves Black women. And then he's gonna F you in a hotel room, and then he's gonna go on to another city.
That you gonna pay for. You gonna pay for the hotel room.
Yeah.
You gonna pay. You gonna go get him from the airport. And I'm gonna tell you, because it was a girl that came from the conscious community, and she came on to Cross the Line Radio, and she's given it. She was given an interview, and she says that is game. It is very specific that they use that whole black woman is God to sleep with women. That's all it's for. Once they sleep with you, that's all it is game. He's not going to stay around. He's not going to treat you like this black queen. He's only going to say black queen to get the draws. You see what I'm saying? After that, that's it. After that, that's it.
It's elaborate, ain't it? Well, men have come up with a whole scheme.
The whole scheme just to get, you know what I'm saying?
Just to have sex, like
golly.
Like a brother will like fake his own death just not to go to the club with you. just because he don't want to go to the club. So he'll fake his death. You'll go to the funeral. Everything will be fake just because he don't want to go out. Like brothers will.
That's funny, man.
Like literally create like a whole thing for women just to have sex with them. And then like
and it's a real thing. And so that's what she said. She said that's just game. Like they only use that. They don't really care about black women, because for you to say that and call a black woman queen and then be able to leave her so quickly. You see what I mean? Now, so some black women is hip to that, right? But then some ain't. I remember being at camp, right? Y'all remember the camp spot on 8th and we was on 8th and Market, right? And we speaking up though on 8th and Market. And then I remember how sometimes people will come by and they'll listen to what you got to say, and they might be like, yeah, I like what y'all got to say, and might grab a flyer and keep rolling. I remember I was standing there one time, and the girl, she sat there for a minute. She took the flyer from me, right? She took the flyer. She looked at the flyer. I don't even know what was on the flyer, but she took the flyer. She looked at it and was like, the black woman's God. Ooh, and pulled off on That wasn't a flex. You know what I mean? That wasn't a flex. She took the flyer and looked at it and was like, the black woman is God. Ooh. You didn't hurt my feelings, man. But you'll realize what I'm saying when the next man tell you that and he has sex with you and then he leaves. Then you'll know. Then you know that's all a sham. You know, it just gotta happen to you. That's all. But 18 and 12, Salakia. We're talking about just the parable of the lost sheep.
Matthew 18 and verse 12. How think ye, if a man have 100 sheep and one of them be gone astray, though he not leave the 99 and go into the mountains and seeketh that which is gone astray?
Right. You got 100 sheep that belong to you. They belong to me. Right. And then one get away. So one get away, and I'm gonna just let that one get away. No, because if you allow, how many times, all that got to do is happen 99 more times, and you ain't got no damn sheep.
Right.
So you're gonna go get that sheep because it belongs to you. Right. Read on.
13. And if so be that he find it, verily I say unto you, he rejoiceth more of that sheep than of the 99 which went not astray.
Right. And because I found that one sheep, I rejoice over having that one sheep more than I rejoice over having the rest of the 99. Go ahead.
Even so, it is not the will of your Father which is in heaven that one of these little ones should perish.
Right. And so what is this, the whole parable of the sheep, what is that talking about? What is it referencing? Anybody? You got it back there. Can you come up to the, you got to come up to the mic real quick.
Israel.
It's for sure talking about Israel, right? Did you want to say more? Okay, yeah, it's for sure talking about Israel and how black people are lost. You know, the Bible refers to us as sheep. You know, the sheep of my flock are men, and black men are lost, right? And for Christ, right? And for the Christ and the Most High, it's a good thing when they see us go when we grab a brother and bring a brother in here. Right. It's a good thing when we go out there and, you know, we up in Trenton, we out in Wilmington, we wherever the hell we at, we Brooklyn, Harlem, You know, this can't go everywhere. We go everywhere. It's a good thing when we go and grab these brothers. The Lord is happy when you get on the internet and you're speaking to a brother over in, I don't know, St. Croix, St. Thomas, St. whatever, Jamaica, and you bringing those brothers in. The Lord finds his, y'all see the scripture where it says, somebody find that scripture where the Lord gets his glory from the lowly. You know, so we do these, so we go and we find these brothers, right? But we do it and not boasting of ourselves or anything like that. We do it in a humble and meek spirit. That's the only way that you can do it. You got it? I think it's in Psalms or Proverbs. It's like the Lord get his glory from the lowly or something.
What I found was in Isaiah.
What you got?
Isaiah 29:19.
What it say?
It say, the meek also shall increase their joy in the Lord, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel.
Right. That's also along the same lines, right? Because when it say, even I hate this term. I still don't even know what the hell it means, but I hate the term, but I'm gonna use it because y'all might know it. You know, in the beginning, I think it's Matthew. It said the Beatitudes. What the hell is the Beatitudes? I don't even know.
That's some Christian shit.
That gotta be. I'm like, what the hell is? I seen like the title. I was, what the hell is Beatitudes? I looked it up, and I don't even know if it had it. Can you somebody look it up and see what the definition is? It's on. Hold on. Is it chapter 5? It's either Matthew chapter 5.
What does it say?
Yeah, Matthew chapter 5, the Beatitudes.
Matthew 5, 3-10.
What the hell is a Beatitude?
I got the Wikipedia.
It just doesn't make sense like the way they use it.
It says the Beatitudes are blessings recounted by Yahushua at Matthew 5, 3-10, within the Sermon on the Mount and the Gospel of Matthew.
So Beatitudes is just another term for blessings.
Yeah, the blessings that.
Because you see, it's blessed is the meek, blessed is
Right.
Beatitudes. What the
Christianity
seeping all through that. But the blessed is the meek. You know, blessed is the lowly, blessed is the poor. The blessed ain't the people that we look up to. You know, in Black culture, and in Black culture, we look up to rich people. We look up to people that's not humble. You know, people that's not meek. And we believe, and a lot of times in Christianity, you believe that those are the type of people that's blessed by God. You look at your pastor; he's telling you all this, teaching you all this prosperity stuff. Y'all know prosperity preaching is one of them. There's a new Bible. Okay, y'all ever heard of this Bible called that's just the Bible that they put that Creflo Dollar and them preaching out of. It's called the No. I was like, what the hell is this? As a matter of fact, I got it in my cart. I got it in my Amazon cart. This is the book they're teaching from. Now, you got some Christian evangelists. I don't know how you say that. Whatever them Christians is, right? They teaching from the Schofield Bible. You ever heard of the Schofield Bible?
Okay.
Some of them are teaching from the Schofield. And I just found out that Creflo Dollar is teaching from, it's called hold on. Where that book at, man? I thought I had got it. I don't see it. Hold on. I don't see it. Ain't that something? It's this book written by I think it was a South African white dude. Damn. 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. And I'm about to get y'all up out of here. I don't think give me so like here, give me I got remind me to show you that I got a video I wanted to show you too. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I got you. I thought I had this video, man. Or I thought I had the. Nope. Can somebody Google that? Somebody Google that for me. Say, what Bible does Creflo Dollar teach from? It's a red looking book. What Bible does Creflo?
The Mirror Bible.
That's the Bible. It's called the Mirror Bible.
The Mirror Bible.
Yeah, I just found that out. That's what they teach it from. So it's this dude in South Africa. It's his interpretation of the Bible, and it's like it doesn't actually. It doesn't break the Bible down. It's like a paraphrasing of the Bible or something. It's weird. It's something goofy. But that's literally what they teaching black people from. Not the actual Bible, but a paraphrasing of the Bible. But the whole thing is like this. The whole thing is like what that guy feels in his goddamn heart, what's in his mind, and his interpretation of the Bible. And you actually have black pastors that's picking this up and teaching this to us.
It's a concept of the finished work of God.
Oh, what?
It's a concept of the finished work of God. I wonder if it's like if the book is supposed to mirror an actual Bible.
Yeah, I just found out that I really didn't do much research. I thought I put it in my cart because I was going to grab it and try to read it and see what it was talking about. But they do have if you do want to learn more about it, you could go on. I think the dude was called Matt something or Mike something, but they have a couple videos on YouTube explaining it and examples of what it actually says inside of there. But give me Proverbs 14 and 21. We're gonna end it on this. Yeah, the Mirror Bible, man. Come on now. What are we talking about here?
Khan, it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
He that despiseth his neighbor sinneth.
Hold on. You got your announcements? Okay. He that do what?
Salakia. He that the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 21. He that despiseth his neighbor sinneth.
All right. When it says he that despises his neighbor sinneth, what does that mean?
If you hate your brother, you sinning.
Why?
Your brother,
why?
your
If you hate your brother, you sin.
Because your neighbor could only be an Israelite.
Right. But if you hate your brother, why are you sinning?
Because it's like hating Christ.
Right. Because that's part of the law for you to have brotherhood. Right. That's the whole law hinges on that one thing, brotherhood. Right. And the whole law could be fulfilled in that one thing, brotherhood.
Right.
Read on.
But he that have mercy on the poor, happy is he.
Right. Happy are you when you don't boast yourselves against the brothers that don't have the truth. When you go out there and you're not looking at maybe if you are a good speaker, right? You're not looking at the rest of the Israelite community like we ain't nothing, right? Mm-hmm. And then the Lord spit you out, and now you talk about cripping. How could you go back to that, man? No. Damn, of all the things to go back to.
Call somebody big homie. That's crazy.
You go. Explain that concept to me, where you could be 40 with a big homie.
I don't know.
Remember, so Mason's like, we don't got no big homie. We not your little niggas. He said, we not your little niggas. Like, big homie.
It just reminded me when Kat said
childish concept.
Yeah, it's still a childish because you 40 years old and you got like your big brother still.
Yeah,
like nigga's your big brother.
Yeah, he your big brother, or in some cases acting like your father or something. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Telling you what to do. exploiting you for whatever money you didn't brought from the Israelite community over there. Because that's what they do, man. Look, you think these organizations is just willing to accept you, you know, when you got like some type of name or something like that, man, they accept you in that shit. They accept you in there because they be extorting you for that bread you got.
Yeah, like a big homie is like a broke dude who never really got what it took to get out of the hood.
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably most likely in his like 40s,
50s
or something like that. He probably, you know, he's still in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
He don't have nothing going for himself. His education is probably, you know, he probably haven't graduated high school, something like that. And he probably don't have no job. So since he just been a dude that's got old and survived being on the streets and got old, now he can tell other people what to do, and maybe he can kind of manipulate that situation into being able to be profitable for him.
Mm-hmm.
But really, he's a loser.
He's a loser at life. And that's just basically what it boils down to. You know, and then so when you choose to leave the Israelite community and think you're gonna find better brotherhood over there or somewhere else, Lord will show you. Hey, okay, for here, okay, yeah, I might have to lay down my life and everything, but me to show you brotherhood here is a little easier than me having to show you brotherhood in that kind of situation, because in that kind of situation, I gotta, you know, you gotta do whatever somebody tell you to do. You gotta go crash out when somebody tell you to crash out. Like, that's crazy.
Right. So like, even being in the truth is different, because you know your brothers got the same code as you.
Right.
You being the same ethnic as you,
Mm-hmm.
rather than being in the streets and you not knowing if a brother gonna ride for you or not. You not knowing if a brother gonna carry it or you gonna carry it.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Is you run into a situation and like you just said, you know what I mean? And he don't pick up his cross, he dropped that and turn around and run. And you sitting there like, God damn, what did I get myself into? But regardless of the fact, that's why we sit in here, so we can learn how to be better brothers to each other. And with that being said, I'll pass the class over to Precinct Officer Kaj.
All right, this is the ISUPK security announcement. Rules for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come to the school, they're all finished for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to learn and share themselves on the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, they're to seek counsel from their heads, tied with the commandment. Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, 8 and 10. By ISUPK, it means a tenth in Hebrew. 10% of every penny of every increase the Lord gives you. Priest fund is a free offering for the priest, not mandatory, whatever amount you like to give. Upcoming holy convocations, it is the Memorial blowing the trumpets. It starts September 21st.
Mm-hmm.
If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, he's to start wearing black boots, pants, shirt, headband, and scarf. And with that in mind, we need to stand. And then Israel will give a courtesy salute. Mighty Shabbat, Mighty, Barak.
Yeah, how about to come?
You guys want to tell hands down. Saul, we turn to face the sisters. Sisters stand. Men of Israel, Mighty Shabbat.